Good morning, and welcome to Winnipeg. Yeah, it's been a whole week. No model ship episode. Now, there's something very important that I want to mention right at the beginning. Well, first of all, for those of you that don't know, I've been a sick puppy in that I had colon cancer. I've had it twice now. I had it a few years ago, and then there was a tumor that they just took out here it'll be a week ago tomorrow they took it out. All right, and I'll go get into this later. But first of all, a very special thanks to Dr. Brent Anderson here in Winnipeg and his team in the OR for another great job. Like when I'm sitting here right now and not moving, I'm in no pain. And Dr. Anderson told me, he gestured with his hands. He says, this time I took out a piece of intestine. I think of filleting a fish or filleting a fish when he talks about that. But anyway, about this long. And when I did the one a few years ago, it was about this long. Yeah, that's about it. I remember thinking to myself, 12 and 13 inches. Is there anything left in there? Well, there must be something left in here because I weighed myself when I left, just the morning that I was leaving, and I was 206.1 pounds standing in my underwear. This morning I weighed and I thought, I'm going to be a lot less. I was about 13 pounds more. So I guess I must be retaining a lot of water. Either that or hospital food isn't that bad. Now speaking of hospital food, I'd forgotten how good Jell-O tasted. Yeah. Okay, so special thanks to Dr. Brent Anderson. Now, also a thank you to the staff at the Grace Hospital that looked after me. Thank you. They're not going to see this. They're not going to see the model ship. So I just wanted to thank them online. Also, I received an awful lot of well wishes from you viewers. Thank you. I did not type out a reply to a lot of them unless somebody kind of asked a question or I spotted a question. Then I would try to answer it. Otherwise, maybe you just got a thumbs up or a little heart or something like that. But I did see it. Thank you. Okay. I came back to the model table back to the house last night, and I was on my way back. I thought, today we'll get right into spraying again and continue on where we left off. But I'm realizing that there's a lot of things that I've got to do yet today because of this recent kerfuffle. I've got to get, I believe I have to go to the pharmacy and renew some prescriptions, and yeah. I did see Max this morning. Yeah, he went out to Timmy's and got some coffee, and on his way back I stuck my head out the door and talked to him a little bit there, so he says he's going to be by with Missy. I know a lot of you missed Missy. Yeah, Jordan in Colorado and Dottie in the UK and, well, and a whole bunch of other little dogs, cats, and rabbits. And who knows what else. Anyway, yeah, we will get at our spraying here. Maybe this afternoon. We'll see how it goes. I am still getting requests in Facebook, friend requests in Facebook, and I am not accepting them. Here's what's happening in Facebook. I went through my Facebook and I weeded out a lot of stuff, a lot of people, a lot of friends that unless you're like a close relative or maybe an old school chum that I've known since I was 10 years old or something like that, and there is actually one. I'm avoiding getting my Facebook too cluttered up with friends, and So if I just recently declined your request, and I just did, and I kind of felt bad about it because it was somebody who's maybe I should have. Anyway, I didn't. If you have gone on Facebook and found me and just clicked me as a friend, and I haven't, don't be offended. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, it's going to take me a while to get back into the routine. And wow, is it ever nice to look out the window and not see snow. That ice that I had behind my bike box that I couldn't get my bike out around, it's gone. It's completely gone. There's just a pile of junk there that I have to sweep up on the patio. Boy, is that ever nice. But you know, as I've often said here in Winnipeg, we can get snow right into the beginning of June. And it's rare, but we can get it. We can do it. So we're still in April. So who knows what's coming yet? I wouldn't be at all surprised to look out one morning and see snow on the. But the good news is it wouldn't last very long. Anyway, enough about the weather. I saw the walkers this morning. Yes, saw the walkers. Sunrise wasn't anything special, so we won't do anything about that. I think we better get ourselves in readiness for Missy here. I would imagine she's going to go out for her morning constitutional pretty soon. It is really good to be back. I can't think of any other news. If I think of it, I'll stick it in. Yeah, it's good to be back. If you want to know how I actually feel right now, when I'm sitting here right now, I feel fine. But when I go to move, I feel kind of woozy. I'm not even going to try to get my leg over the motorcycle seat, let alone drive it. At least not for a few days. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, they gave me a list of stuff I shouldn't do for the next 8 weeks. Like that's going to happen. Okay, no, as soon as I'm going to take it easy. Don't worry. You don't need to say, "Oh, take it easy, Ron. Stay off that motorcycle." I know. Okay. It's good to be back. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, Uncle Ron, you were at the vet. I was afraid you're going to come home with a cone of shame. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I know.
After the spade, they put that cone on them.
Yeah, that's right. So they can't scratch themselves.
Yeah.
Has she ever had to wear one?
Yes.
Okay, now you just hang on here, Missy. Just hang on here. I gotta get myself in readiness. Gotta get used to my routine. I haven't done this for a week.
Have you started your video?
Yes, I just did. I just started working on it a few minutes ago, actually.
How's it going?
It's good to be back, I'll tell you. Now, just hang on here. Just hang on. Now, I gotta protect my wound here in case she claws at it, because the stitches start right here and then go down about that far.
She'll smell it. She can smell it already. It's amazing.
Okay, come on up. Yeah, I'm ready. There we go. There we go. We're back to normal.
Did you get up later today?
Yeah, it was around 7:30.
Oh, that's a big sleep in for you.
Yeah, I was. So I'm trying to think. I went to bed about 10:30 last night. Got home at 9:30. Sit down, Missy. Sit down. That's a good girl. There you go. Yeah. The viewers missed you, Missy. Yeah. Yeah. I heard that Dottie in the UK was looking for you. Yeah.
She said they've been starving me, Uncle Ron. We get no venison in the morning or noon or in the afternoon. It's been tough.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to be back. Are we on for coffee at 3:30?
Yes.
Okay. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
I'm going to take her home. I'm going to go get my monthly blood test, see if my red blood cells are normal yet, and my PSA is going up, so
Oh, it is, eh?
yeah, tops is 6.5, is like 6.91. If it's higher or still up and my blood is okay, I'm going to cut back. I never tell the doctor, I just do it. I'll cut back on the TRT 25%. Try it again next month. As long as I have enough oxygen, I'll get the PSA back to normal. You know, I don't want to be able to breathe and then die of prostate cancer.
Yeah, that's right.
I can live without that.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't she feel nice with that?
Sit down.
It's like satin.
Yeah, she feels really good. Yeah. You feel so good. Yeah. Thank you, Missy. I missed you too. Yeah, I missed you too.
The leadership debate is on tonight in French, and they moved it forward 2 hours so it wouldn't interfere with the Montreal Canadiens hockey game. They're trying to get into the playoffs.
You're hearing.
It's in French. It's primarily for the people in Quebec, and everyone in Quebec would be watching the Montreal game.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. I can tell you're glad to see me. You stayed on my lap a lot longer than normal, didn't you?
Are we on? Is this it?
This is
this the big goodbye?
This is the big goodbye, and thank you for coming again. It was sure nice to see you. I missed you for a whole week. Yeah, missed you for a whole week.
Yeah, it's been bad, Uncle Ron. I've been stuck with him.
Boy, it's good to see that.
She knows the bone.
You can have it, Missy. Yeah, you can have a cookie. Yeah, you can have it.
You can have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to make you stand outside while she eats it now.
Yes, but at least it's not one of the tough bones.
It's sure good to stick my camera out the window here and not see the snow.
Yes. All gone.
Yeah.
Ready for the motorcycle. Put the 16 today.
That's all right.
That'd be okay.
Yeah. Oh, bye, Missy.
We're not waiting.
Bye, Missy.
Bye, Uncle Ron. She's being well fed for the first time in a week.
Okay, we'll see you at about 3:30.
See you at 3:30. Thank you for your kindness.
You're welcome. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay, now I'd like to really get right into this and start spraying our parts over there with the number 82. But you know, there's stuff that I got to do here this morning that's really important. And I think I should do the really important first. I've got till 3:30 this afternoon to, you know, do something here. I was doing special thank yous and so on to people, and I forgot to mention my daughter and her husband. A special thank you to you guys for getting me out to the hospital on time and coming and picking me up last night at sort of a moment's notice. I know it was kind of iffy yesterday about I was okay to get out of there before 10 o'clock in the morning. But it had to be finalized by my doctor. And I guess he was busy and things just didn't go the way I thought they should. And I was getting a little bit upset I think they were. I think the nurses were probably glad to get rid of me. Yeah. So, and I think maybe possibly that Dr. Anderson came by last night. He might have made a special trip to the hospital so I could get out. And if that's the case, whoa, that was something. Anyway, I seem to have a bit of a runny nose here this morning for some reason. I probably picked up something in the hospital. They say if you want to get sick, go to the hospital. No, I feel all right. Okay, yeah, I'm going to just do what it is I've got to do here, and hopefully in 2-3 hours we'll get back here, and I'll get my spray booth dragged back over here on top of my blue sheet, and we might spray today, but no promises. No promises. We'll just see how it goes. Once again, it's good to be back. Okay, I have been to the pharmacy and my prescription is in. Some of it's picked up already. Some of it have to go back. What do we got going on here? Well, we got the 82 thinned out. I just thinned it out a little bit. I'm guessing maybe 25% thinner, but maybe not quite that diluted. And I'm going to use the strainer again. I highly recommend using these things. They're not that expensive, and they seem to really avoid having your airbrush clog on you. Now, this piece here, you will remember that when we tried to fit the deck in, it came right there. So this lower half right here is not going to be seen. So it doesn't matter that it's not going to get sprayed. And where this part is situated on the front part of the bow, just behind the anchor chains, we're not going to be seeing inside this area. This is one down in here would be like where one of the hanger decks would be. One of the hangers would be, and we're just not going to see in there because if I remember right, there's going to be an opening, an elevator right here, which is glued shut. So we're not going to see that. So I may just spray this area right here, but I'm not going to bother doing the inside. It's a waste of paint. But I will do all of the outside. Now, this piece here is much the same situation. We are not going to be seeing the inside as near as I can tell. But I might just spray this just in case we are going to be looking in there somehow. But I don't think we're going to be seeing this surface right here, this bulkhead. So I won't bother worrying about that. But once again, we'll get all of the other. Now I think that this part does fit down on the deck in such a way that we see this bulkhead right down to the bottom. Okay, so we got that. My other little parts here, where the alligator clip is on, I'm going to have to touch that up because that will be seen. Maybe not so much underneath because we're just not going to be looking underneath. But anyway. Alright, I'm probably not going to be doing too much talking here. Get ourselves going. I think I'm ready to go. Yeah, got the air cleaner plugged in, and I'm going to fill my reservoir right up. Maybe one more. Now remind me to take the needle cap off. Oh, I forgot to put my rubber gloves on. Okay, I think we're about ready here, as near as I can tell. May as well start with the big stuff. And we'll just move this in just a little bit here, get it a little bit more centered. And our fan is on. I don't think I have enough pressure. Okay, I think what I'm going to do now is just clean everything up. Don't know if we're going to have time now for a nice close look afterwards. But we'll let it really dry, and then in tomorrow's episode, all being well, we'll move the camera in and try and see how it goes. Do we have to do a second coat, that kind of stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.